Well, let me start with the picture. And you might wonder, why is there a picture with a truck on it? And probably the second question is, and what is that truck doing in that building? Well, it's actually not about the truck, it's about the bins on the left side. I know we have to be humble sometimes, but those are waste separation bins in the headquarters of Packard Dove, one of our large zero waste customers that we have in the Netherlands. And that's actually what I'm going to talk about with you, about our zero waste services business. It's a small but fast growing business, about 25 million euros today, which we're going to grow dramatically, I would say, but more to come on that. What's that business about? It's everything ranging from consulting our clients on how to deal with zero waste. It's about the sales and placement of collection bins. It's about in-house management with our own staff deployed at our customer premises, adding that all up. And what's then zero waste? Well, zero waste is ultimately striving towards zero residual mixed commercial waste. And as you have seen this morning, there are huge amounts of residual waste, and it's a complex stream to manage. The advanced recycling investments we do are going to tackle a lot of that and will allow us to take significant amount of material out of that residual waste to actually valorize that into new materials. But we also in parallel see that there's a movement from customers that want to have source separation, where this is actually a solution for them to tackle their challenges in getting to zero waste. We already talked briefly earlier at the session about the framework in the European context. Well, here, obviously, it contributes to some of the same objectives around the ability to recover more materials from waste. As Jan-Pedro already alluded to, the cleaner the material is, the better it is suitable for recovery and reuse, but ultimately also avoiding waste to get diverted or incinerated. For our clients, there are probably three things that matter there. It's, first of all, the awareness that is increasing around the waste they generate, the waste they produce. Second, I think also the willingness of clients to actually act upon that. Knowing it's there is still something else than doing something about it. And then thirdly, it's understanding that there is a value in waste. It's not only something you throw away at the back end, but it's actually yourself disposing of materials that can be of value and that you as a company, whether you're a retailer or an industry, want to see coming back in circular loops into materials that you can reuse in your own processes. So I will illustrate what we actually do for companies in three different client cases. And let me start with an in-office environment. Not too far from here at Nestlé headquarters in Brussels, where we actually have people on the ground that through management guidance, employee engagement, training, workshops, deployment of materials and bins, helped Nestlé over the last couple of years to get a significant reduction in the amount of residual waste that they had in their offices. As you can see, it actually went from 2 kilos per employee per month back to a small quantity in grams that is now there, which is a 97% reduction of residual waste, which is feasible in an environment like an office. If you then look at what we do with Dove, it's actually bringing it to an on-premise, on-site way of working together, where we not only provide collection bins and provide training and people deployed there, we also are becoming much more a part of their operational production process for, in this case, truck assembly. We remove metal scrap that is being generated throughout the process of assembly. We're collecting the waste, we're sorting it, and we have teams on the ground to actually make sure those mono streams are being derived from the process. But we also help with a lot of compliance matters, data insights and reporting related to that, but also with the trading of the metals that come from those production lines. So a very much integrated collaboration on site with our clients, where we do a full zero waste service. And the last example I want to share with you is one with Royal Schiphol Group, which is taking it to a whole different level, where we have signed up with them in a partnership to get to a zero waste airport, which is next to what we do with Nestlé in an office environment or Dove with an on-premise, where in this case also involving the millions of travelers, people passing by, are going to be part of that experience on awareness, separating of waste, and creating a unique opportunity, which we do together with a tech platform called Sinons, to capture all the data and analytics in a way that we have not done that before. Where we also strongly believe that that will be part of one of our future business models, using the data analytics we have from waste, from how people dispose their waste, but also the value of what's in the waste. And ultimately, all three types address the needs from our customers at that moment to tackle their waste challenges. Now, as already said, in terms of revenues, it gives us a 300% growth projection for the coming years. And I think also, if you look at how we're going to do that, is supported by what we consider zero waste certification. We're unique in the Benelux with providing that, which gives especially the office environment and facility companies an opportunity to certify themselves, which gives you an acknowledgement and recognition that you are doing the right things in order to get to your waste targets. The other thing is that it will give us a unique proposition with our clients. As you will understand, a lot of those companies we work with on zero waste challenges are currently already customers for waste collection. So introducing concepts like this will boost, I would say, the proposition we have and differentiate us a lot in the marketplace. And thirdly, we also believe that the data insights will help us to get more value from our services, translating also into a profitable margin aspect. And next to the financial aspects, the environmental impact is there. As already mentioned a couple of times today, getting away from mixed residual streams that have to be sent off to incineration, or with new techniques like you've seen this morning, can still be maxed out by taking out some of the valuable materials. This ultimately will lead to much more pure secondary materials suitable for recycling. And I think ultimately bringing this concept into other sectors, and you've seen a couple of those very promising plans that we have in construction and demolition, in the medical sector, it will help customers there to live up to their pledges in green deals or other varieties on getting to tackle their climate challenges. So I think to round this session off, 5 of the great examples of where we believe we can be successful in living our growth strategy is what it signs up for. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your attention and ask Otto to join me for the last Q&A of this session. Thank you.